Another day, another deck profile. But this time, we haven't done any metal decks. No one really does the metal decks. But I'm here to show you, do not underestimate Iron Man. No, he's not Iron Man. He's Iron Giant, but in Pokemon form. Slough's here, and today, as I just said, I'll be doing a deck profile for Melmetal, or I like to call Iron Giant. I mean, he's probably not Iron, but oh well. He's still going to be the Iron Giant for Pokemon. I would definitely say the metal attribute is the least played. I honestly rarely see this, and when I did face Melmetal for the first time, it was a few weeks back. I liked it. I liked the idea of the card. It reminds me of Golem, just less health, less attack, but has the ability to take less damage. But it's an ability. He doesn't have to attack, it's always there. And he's only stage 1 Pokemon. He doesn't need stage 2. So I just thought, why not make him? I really feel like this card is slept on. He's actually so powerful. And I will show it in the gameplay, hopefully. If you go second, you basically can get your full power, or you can get all your full energies on your third turn. Let's say, for example, against, again, the Golem deck, you got your stage 1 and stage 2. You still couldn't get into him until turn 3. So, at best, Golem could come out at turn 3. When I say turn 3, I mean your turn 3. So that would be like turn 5 or turn 6, depending on if you started or not. And that's the same with Melmetal. At minimum, it would be at your turn 3, because he just requires this 4 energy, and boom. But look, when I get to the actual deck profile, I'll explain why. But it's actually very solid. Now, before I get on with the deck profile, if you are new to my channel and haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel to be up to date with all my Pokemon content like deck profiles, or to be updated when I live stream. Now, with that being said, let's finally get on with the Iron Giant deck profile. So to Meltan, the reason why I say at minimum turn 3, or again your turn 3, where you'll get your full energy, is because of Meltan's ability. Let's say your turn 2, you go second, you put 1 energy on, and then you use Meltan's attack, you get 2 energy. Then now it's your next turn, you can either attack again and then put your energy onto Meltan, that gives you your full, or if you have a benched Pokemon, you just put your energy there, attack with Meltan, and then next turn, you could just give him your 4th energy, as long as you obviously have Melmetal in your hand. So by your turn 3, you're guaranteed to have 4. And I say guaranteed because he's the only basic Pokemon I play in this deck. So you're guaranteed him in your hand. So as long as you go second, there's nothing your opponent can do. You're guaranteed those 4 in your turn 3. And of course the 2 Melmetal, absolute beast of a card. He's basically like a downed version of Golem. You know, less health, less attack, or less damage from attacks. But it comes with the cost of only having basic and then stage 1. You get to cut out the middleman, so you can really say to yourself, what's worth it? Getting those extra attack, health and all that stuff, but you have to have a middle Pokemon, a stage 1 Pokemon, or you accept the lower stats, but it's literally 1 evolve and that's it. You're at your most powerful already. In terms of consistency, this is by far better. In terms of power, of course the Golem's better, but it really just depends what you prefer. And the last Pokemon, Aerodactyl. Now, I only playing 1 in this deck, but for anyone who has 2 of him, play 2. I can only play 1 because I've only got 1, but I would much prefer to play 2. You don't use any fighting energy, you only use the metal energy. He is literally just for your benched, to stop your opponent from evolving. That is it, and trust me, that will come in clutch, especially if they do have like a Bulbasaur or Charmander or whoever at the front line and they're waiting to evolve because you got only your Meltan, but they can't, they have to now retreat and then evolve them. It just helps keep your Meltan alive for long enough for Melmetal to come out. Very solid, very, very solid. And because he's only 1 retreat, if you ever need to retreat, you can have used items in this deck, or you could just give him 1 energy and retreat. That's it for the Pokemon. That's what I mean, you're guaranteed Meltan in your hand because he's the only basic. Now with the items, 2 potions, you know, health, generic, 2x speed. This is for your Aerodactyl. If they use Sabrina and they bring him to the front, you can just retreat him back. Or if your Meltan's about to get knocked out, retreating for your other Pokemon. One Pokeball, you're guaranteed to start with Meltan, so you don't actually need to care about the Pokeball. But, you know, just to thin out the deck and search for your other one. And 2 Old Amber for Aerodactyl. For the supporter cards, the usual Professor Research, draw 2, Broken, best support in the game. 2 Giovanni. This is one of the cards I would probably take out. Yeah, not even probably, yeah, it'll be 1 Giovanni I'll take out for the second Aerodactyl. So again, if you have 2 Aerodactyls, play 2 of them and only 1 Giovanni. But in this deck profile, I have to play 2. 2 Sabrina. Again, a very, very, very solid supporter. Switch out, destroy one of their bunched Pokemons, use at the right time, and it can honestly cause problems for your opponent. And lastly, 2 blue to keep your Meltan alive for as long as possible for your Melmetal to come out to finish the job. So there you go, quick and simple deck profile. As you can see, this deck has so much room for items and supporter cards that we have to wait for the next pack to make this deck even better, because some of these cards I wouldn't, you know, as I mentioned, I wouldn't play the 2 Giovanni. I probably wouldn't even play the Pokeball just to search out for another Meltan when you've already got one. I would switch out the Pokeball for something else in the future if there's a better item or supporter card. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can change with the items and supporter cards, but until the next pack we have to stick with this. But yeah, I mean, there's no point dragging this out any longer than it is. Let's get on with the matches. Man, I do hope they bring ranked soon, because there's not enough to do. So yeah. Okay, level 48 player. This will be a good challenge. Ooh. And we're going second. That means by turn 3, we're guaranteed. And we got Melmetal. Bro, I think we win already. I'm actually confident at this point we're going to win. I mean, unless they can destroy my Meltan early. Pikachu. I think we can do it. We can one-shot him as long as we don't get knocked out. Actually, I can show you. You don't have to even use... Oh, this is perfect. You can't now evolve as well. We don't need to wait for Metal or Melmetal to come out on turn, what would it be? Turn 6, is it? Yeah, because we could just do it next turn. I'll just wait. Once it gets there, I'll explain why. Zapdos doesn't matter, we win. We guaranteed win. Like, I'm not nervous at all. And I'm so glad it's against a Pikachu deck, because it's a top tier deck. Look, he even retreated because he knows he's in trouble. Oh, we're gonna Sabrina this. We have to Sabrina it. But luckily we've got the potion as well. Oh, interesting. So now our Aerodactyl can't stay on, or can't come onto the field. But you know, it doesn't matter, because he's playing Pikachu, you know. We're not gonna... Raichu's not the main boss, it's gonna be Pikachu who's the main thing. I just realized... I swear I took out the fighting energy. I don't know why it's got it. Bro, this is making this gameplay even funnier. I'm not supposed to have the fighting energy. I don't know what happened. They must have automatically added it. What we'll do is this then. Make him now waste an energy, unless he has another X speed. Cool. He can't one-shot me. So yeah, we'll just leave it as this. He can't one-shot me. I don't mind him beating my item, it doesn't matter. Oh, he might get X speed now. If he doesn't, I win. Ooh, a Giovanni next turn would be nice. It would be extremely nice. Okay, X-Speed is good as well. Yeah, that's good. Cool, retreat. Melmetal. Luckily, he can take one fighting energy. Gosh, that would have been so bad. We'll use blue now because of Pikachu. And we one-shot. Oh, my opponent just surrenders. I mean, I don't think it would have been over. But then again, we don't know if they had any more Pokemon in their hand. If they didn't, then yeah, Pikachu would have at most done 60 damage. But then take away 20, then take away 10 because of blue. So only 30, add a potion. They bring out Zapdos, then they could have put power into a thingy. But then if Zapdos gets knocked out, then Pikachu ends up only doing 30. Yeah, it was tough for them. I mean, 30 damage Pikachu. And then getting one-shotted. Oh, and then loses 2 points. Yeah, nah, I don't see how they would have won. Let's see if we can get another one. Alright, do you know what? Win or lose, this will be added into the video. And we still forgot to remove the energy. Oh, man. I just went straight into the match. Look how bad this hand is. So this is great for us. Can't do anything anyway. At least next turn I can. Gosh, I can't believe I thought to change it. Oh, I'm dead. Well, there. Do you know what? We're going to keep this loss, even though I still forgot the fighting energy. But do you know what? It still would have lost anyway. This is a great example of going first, and if I don't have Melmetal, he's only got 60 HP, you know, he can get knocked out quite easy. You need those 3 turns. I mean, no, technically you can do it in 2. I forgot to mention it in the last fight. As long as you get to use Meltan once to get that extra energy, then you could put Melmetal straight away on. Because regardless, you could either get the full energy with Meltan, but then you only got 60 HP because you attack twice, or you attack once, you get your 2 energy, then you put Melmetal, and then you just put 1 energy because you would still have to wait next turn to attack anyway. So you just have to attack once with Meltan to get the 2 energy, and then you put Melmetal straight away. Come on, let me go first again. But I doubt it. I don't think they will now. I knew it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Look, as I said, this deck definitely struggles a lot more going second. Going first. 100%. Because your opponent gets to attack you first, and Meltan's only got 60 HP. He's not gonna survive for a long time. Especially if they get Pokemon on board who can automatically do 60 or more. Or they can get them on early as well. Now we just have to get Melmetal. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long. Oh, and with Aerodactyl, this is beautiful right now. This is absolutely beautiful. If they put the 1 energy onto Dratini, oh, they're gonna switch him out. But then again, I don't care. I've got Sabrina, right? I'm gonna just Sabrina it. Make them waste their items as well. Can't Sabrina it now. And we're gonna win. 100% we're gonna win. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. This was actually another good match for us to showcase, because unless they've got him already, wow, they actually got him that quick. That's crazy. Well, I guess we can't really showcase it now. That's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. If they didn't, at least this could have shown it. As long as you don't have another Pokemon, they're gonna retreat. Oh look, they have the waste energy anyway. They've lost. They're gonna concede because they have to waste enough energy. I don't even need to Sabrina them. It's game. Oh, nearly completely just left that. I mean, oh wait, why? Oh, I could have just done it in my Meltan. Oh well. And there we go. This deck, I'm telling you now, is one of the best going second decks. It's just so solid. So solid. Now my last thoughts. Let me start with the good. The great, they're great actually. The great things is, as I said, it's consistent. It's more consistent than the stage 2 Pokemon. Of course, it's not going to be as consistent as the Pikachus, the Celebes, and you know, them guys who only, well, they're base Pokemons. But for an evolved Pokemon, luckily, because it's not a stage 2, it's consistent enough. As long as you can get your Professor Research in hand to try and draw 2 to get at least 1 Melmetal, yeah, you usually will get your Melmetal. Of course, there will be games when you don't get him. It's gonna happen, but majority of the time, you usually do see him. And it's a very, very, very solid going second deck, as shown twice. When you go second, you guarantee get 2 energy, and then from the next turn, you can put 1 and then put Melmetal and you're good. And you just need that one more turn. You can start doing 120, 120, 120 while trying to protect him with your blues or potions. And I would say the last real good pro is, it's not pro right now, but it will be in the future, is that it can play so many items and supporter cards. So when they do introduce more in the next packs, yeah, you can mix and match a lot, because this deck does not need that many Pokemons. It just needs Melmetal pretty much. And that's it. Unless, again, there's a new Pokemon that comes out and it's actually going to be amazing for this deck. But these are all the Pokemon you need, except have 2 Aerodactyls. Now, the cons, because this deck does rely on Meltan, because I feel like you have to get at least one of his attacks off, because 4 energy is steep, like it is, and he's only 60 HP. It's a tough one. Don't get me wrong, there's been matches where I go first, I summon him, well, next turn, they'll attack me, then I finally get to put 1 energy in attack. I'm given potion, put blue, but then they'll evolve the Pokemon or switch them out for a Pokemon who does like 70 damage. It's like, well, I lose. So yeah, 60 HP, relying on him for at least a turn or 2 is difficult, I will say. You kind of have to rely on your opponent not opening up like the best hand. But look, this is why I say it's a rogue tier 3 deck, because it does kind of rely on your opponent either not opening up amazing, opening up a mediocre hand, or you're going second. Honestly, that's the only con I can think of. I mean, I can't really say a con is that they don't have any like supporter cards directly for this deck, because that's for many decks. Once more supporters and items come, I do think this deck is just going to get better. Yeah, I think the biggest con is that it does heavily rely on Meltan to at least get 1 attack off. If you don't get that 1 attack off, getting 4 energy turn by turn, I do feel like your opponent will defeat you by then. So yeah, you have to yeah, rely on Meltan, and 60 HP is just so low. It can be one-shotted or two-shotted easy. There you go. There's not that much more to say. I don't want to drag this out even longer than it is already. If you enjoyed this deck profile, I would appreciate it if you left a thumbs up. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. With that all being said, I hope you enjoyed seeing Iron Giant at work, but now it's time for him to oil up his fists. Until next time, Slouser is outer.